Have you ever gone on someone's Facebook feed and you just feel like you need to take a shower after reading their Facebook feed because they're constantly like, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. Oh yeah, and buy from me. God dang it, right? No, no, no. Engage them, entertain them, educate them. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about.
Like you're trying to post every day. You can't do that. That's not the highest income producing activity for you. There's no way. There's no way I could physically keep up with everything we had to do if I was just trying to post every day. Right? So Megan and I have a strategy. Jen and I had a strategy. We'd have meetings to look at what are we going to talk about? What's our marketing schedule? So I'm not going to teach this. I'm going to let Jen teach it. But Jen took over our social media because we had another social media person. And when COVID hit, she got wiped out, right? It's stressful for people. So I'm like, look, this is too stressful. Let me find someone to help us until we can find a replacement. And Jen's like, Jen is in our global leadership. She's a student of ours in GLP and took over our social media, organized, planning, and she's a 10-time Grammy nominated singer, phenomenal ballroom dancer. She has an amazing Huckabird in Love husband. That's all we care about. I have a formal bio, but we don't care about that. And then she's a result producer, right? She works in many industries. One of her niches is the automotive industry. So let's give a big round of applause for Miss Jen Filzen.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I want to invite you to participate in this by writing things down on paper so you can remember it, and also write in the chat, okay? All right, so I just want to give you a little bit of background as to who I am and why am I rockstar marketing, like, you know, because everyone's a rock star, right? Everybody on this call is a rock star, but I really am a rock star. So here's the deal. I first want to show you what has happened to me since I have been with Susie. I think that for those who are not certain about joining this tribe, I want to tell you what my situation has been. And it has been amazing because I started in November of 2019 in the Global Leadership Program. And at the time I was like, ooh, I want to take my agency from being 300K to $1 million. Yeah, I'm going to do that at the end of the year. Well, guess what? COVID hit. And quite frankly, I tell you, I am super proud of the fact that my business has remained stable throughout COVID. How lucky am I, right? To have your business be stable. And by the way, Susie shared with us her vulnerability, which is why we love her. We love her kooky ways. We love her vulnerability. We heard these stories of what was going on, and she was like, look, everybody, we got to pivot. So boy, did I pivot. And not just to survive, I wanted to thrive. And I wanted to make sure that everybody in the auto repair industry who I serve also thrives. So we negotiated fees with vendors. We cut down on our budget. We leaned hard into our marketing. We taught more online classes. We gave away a lot of free stuff, free graphic design, free social media posts, free emails. We wanted everybody in our industry, in our community, to quickly be able to pivot and navigate and communicate with their customers of how they were going to serve them. And that was so critical. And I credit Susie to this. So instead of me panicking, I just moved straight to solution, and boom. And guess what, folks? I gained new customers. I am up 10% from the beginning of COVID because of what Susie taught me. Yes? Okay. And yes, I worked to fill in and help on Susie's team. And let me tell you how world class they are. Oh my gosh. Megan Makeda, mwah, girl, you are the queen of Instagram. Sam Stone and Josie, oh my gosh, seriously. And then there's a whole bunch of people that you don't see. There's like other behind the scenes folks. She is surrounded by world-class people. And I was so honored and privileged to sit at that table. You know why? Because not only could I talk openly with people who are my peers, they're not my competitors. See, in my industry, I'm talking with competitors and I can't let my hair down, okay? But when I'm in this tribe, I can let my hair down, I can ask for help, and I can get a lot of really, really great information. So being with Susie, helping out, grew my confidence in my skills, in my knowledge. I'm like, you know what? I really do have this going on. I really do know what I'm doing. And I've been 10 years into it, going into 11. And then also because of Susie, I launched my own virtual summit, the Mastering Your Crisis Proof Business. It was a success. We did it last month. We're going to do it again in November, the week after election week, because I know that it doesn't matter who wins, somebody's going to be upset by it. So my virtual summit is going to help them with their businesses. So that's a little bit about what has been my accomplishment since Susie. So Susie, I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's get into some fun stuff about how to find social media content. And this is where I want you guys to write things down. I want you to be in the chat. So first off, let me give you a bit of background of who I am and how I got to be the social media maven that I am. I wanted to be a rock star when I was 6 years old. I was trained in voice. I actually trained in opera and jazz. At the age of 19, I was offered the opportunity to audition for the Santa Fe Opera, but I was scared, I was intimidated, and that was one of those things where I was like, oh my gosh, what did I miss out on? And I really lived with regret for a very long time that I did not chase after that dream. But in 2006, I got a divorce, and guess what? I had a lot of things to write about. For the first time, I started writing songs, and I got onto Craigslist, and I got onto Facebook and Twitter and MySpace, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna create an album, and I'm gonna promote it, because I think with this social media thing that's brand new in 2007, or released to the masses in 2007, I think I don't need an agent. I don't think I need a record label. Let me just try this out. And yes, on my first album, no one had ever heard of me, and I qualified for 10 Grammy nominations. And I thought, wait a minute, did I get struck by lightning? Am I going to be rich? So I never quite made it to the rich status, but I did figure out that yes, what I did was formulaic. And when I did the second album, I qualified for 8 Grammy nominations there. So I knew that yes, the social media thing was here to stay. And at the time, I really did feel like a complete failure. I have no bones about sharing this. I spent $60,000 on creating 2 albums, music videos, all the promotion, doing all these things, trying to get my music launched. I made $1,400 back. Can we say crappy ROI? Can we say horrible return on investment? But what I did not realize was I was planting the seeds for developing a very successful content marketing agency, because if you can write a song and put it on the radio, you can also share a story and share it through social media. Yes? So can anyone relate? Yes? Yes? We don't know that we are going to succeed when we first start. We might feel like a complete disaster for 5 years. And then finally, we get that 2020 hindsight, right? We got a lot of 2020 hindsight going on this year. Yeah. But sometimes you have to go through your stuff, and then you look back and you're like, oh. So take heart, darlings, because if I can do it, you can do it. Okay. So I have become, my team, the Rockstar Squad, we have become the storytellers. So what we do is we do it through search engine optimized content and social media optimized content. And we have grown our database over the last 10 years. I have 5 employees, and yes, we're holding steady at 300K gross for 4 years, which is pretty amazing, because my first year, I think I was like $19,000. I don't think I really started breaking the 100K mark until like 7 years into my business. So I'm being very real here, guys and gals. When I say that it takes a while, it does take a while, but with Susie, she's going to help you take a lot of shortcuts to get you there faster. You don't have to break your nose like I did. You see what I'm saying? So the systems that I've learned through Susie is the ability to reduce chaos. Who likes chaos? Do you guys like firefighting? Do you like feeling crazy every single day? No, no. So what I'm going to teach you here today is systematized order, so you can figure out what to do for your social media and do it in a very nice, calm, comfortable way. Because the way I've been doing things is I help my clients reach their next $1 million in revenue. Yes? And so there are results in everything that I have to teach you. So how do I know what to do? Well, first off, I started doing a lot of research on marketing because, of course, I've always been fascinated by it, but there are some luminaries in the industry. Gary Vaynerchuk is an amazing social media marketer. He is extremely talented, and one of his earliest books was Jab, 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 Right Hook. Now, he's a sports guy. He really enjoys boxing, and I'm not as big a fan of boxing, but he talks about like jab him a little bit, jab him, and then you can land the right hook. So let me translate that into my own language, okay? I like to think of it as the 3 E's. If I engage them, if I entertain them, and if I educate them. I have not spammed them. I've shared who I am and what I know. And then after I have engaged them, entertained them, and educated them, then I can send them to my website with a call to action. You follow me? Okay, so show me hands. Have you ever gone on someone's Facebook feed and you just feel like you need to take a shower after reading their Facebook feed because they're constantly like, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me, oh yeah, and buy from me. God dang it, right? No, no, no. Engage them, entertain them, educate them. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. That is how you get people to be engaged. They trust you. You build that relationship, just as Allie was saying, just as Susie's been saying. So use the 3 E's. Here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to show you a really simple way to do this, okay? So start taking notes. If you want to post every single day, fine. But you know what the truth is? If you post only twice or 3 times per week, you're fine, okay? Twice or 3 times per week is just fine. Don't go crazy. But if you feel like posting every single day, grab yourself a Word document or a Google document, and I want you to literally open it up and write post 1, week 1. Curate or create something engaging in that post. Post 2, week 1. Curate or create something entertaining. Post 3, curate or create something educational. Post 4, then you can call them to action and send them to your website. And then rinse and repeat, okay? So here's an example of what I'm talking about. One of our tribe members is Trina L. Martin, okay? Love Trina. She's amazing. And, oh, it's so funny. My little dashboard thing wants to get in the way of it. Okay, here is what I created for Trina, okay? What I did was I created an engaging post. Are you looking for a keynote speaker with years of IT, podcasting, and cybersecurity experience that can address the concerns of your business conference attendees? My name is Trina L. Martin, and I would love the opportunity to work with you. Let's connect. So, is that engaging? It's like, ooh, cybersecurity, IT, podcasting, right? So it tells you a little bit about what it is, and she's like, hey, let's connect. Then there's something entertaining. Zoom came out a few years ago when they first started. They had these really hilarious commercials about what it would be like to do conference calls in real life, and it's quite funny. So I found that, and I went ahead and I found that as my entertaining post. And then educational. If you want your company messages to be secure, I have a favorite app that will help protect your intellectual property. Find out why Signal is the best option in today's video. So she had created a video talking about this particular app, and that was educational. And then after following that, engaging, entertaining, educational, then I have earned the right to send them to the website. After working with high-level security for the U.S. military and government, my background in information technology has made me a specialist in secure communication. Now listen, she's worked for the FBI, she's worked for the Navy, like she's amazing, right? If you are a business owner and security is critical, who are you gonna call? You're gonna call Trina, right? So you can schedule a discovery call, and then here's the link. Are you guys understanding kind of the formula, right? Yeah? Okay, good. So
I love that it's simple. It's a system. Systems create freedom, right? And Jen we'd have all our posts done ahead of time. We weren't firefighting, right? So it allows you to breathe, to go and spend the time, right? It took me 1 hour to create the month of content because they're nuggets. It made it so simple. So it doesn't have to take you a lot of time.
Thank you. Yes, it's so true. And so what I advise you to do is to curate or create. So a lot of times we create, right? Yesterday, Matt had us on our homework. We would get on there, make a little video. Something you don't know about me is, right? But you can also go onto Google and Mashable and Laughing Squid and a whole bunch of different curation sites and find things that are relatable. So if you are really heavy into Infusionsoft, maybe you can find some tutorials about how to use Infusionsoft. Like think about, in fact, write this down in the chat. What is it that you can educate, engage, or entertain people on? That's something for you to think about. What can you teach people about what it is that you do? Because gang, I'm here to tell you, I know a lot of us are coaches. I know a lot of us are public speakers. I know a lot of us are authors. But that doesn't tell me anything. What do you do? You know, we all are authors and public speakers and we all are coaches, right? But if you can get really specific and explain through educating them, engaging them, and entertaining them about what it is that's your niche, then they go, oh, that's my person. I need to call them. Okay? You follow me?
If they're laughing, they're learning. If they're laughing, they're learning. Right? Yep. Part of why you like to keep coming back is because I'm silly. Right? I'm silly and I'm not trying to be significant. I can be significant. I can be very serious. But inside of all that, you've got to layer in who you are.
Totally. And yes, be yourself. And I love to use humor, right? So humor is a really great way to keep people happy because, you know, we're all learning something new here. And why make it feel stodgy and stuffy? Let's have some fun while we're doing it. Okay, so you first need to create your posts, right? Put them on your Google spreadsheet. You can if you want to, your Google Doc, your Word doc, whatever your format. Then you need to schedule your posts. Aha, scheduling them. That is the super secret sauce of removing the chaos of how to do your social media. First, you found your content, then you got to schedule it. Now, let me show you. If you want to use Hootsuite, you can go to hootsuite.com and go find out their plans. If you want to go, I'm the enterprise. I'm ridiculously priced because I'm managing 60 different clients with multiple channels. But if you want to just do a little affordable one, you can do it for $29 per month. Then there's Buffer. Susie and her team use Buffer, and you can do this version for 15 bucks per month. OneUp is something I'm personally looking at because they do allow you to schedule on Google My Business, which is what a lot of my clients use. And that is $12 per month. And I'm showing you all the low end stuff because hardly anybody is like me as an agency running 60 plus. So I think if you did all the math, I'd be like running like 500 channels. But anyway, it's okay to just start small. So that is what I want to share with you on that. So scheduling it, oh my gosh, so important. And yes, you can indeed schedule in Facebook. You can do that, but you can't schedule in Twitter. You can't really schedule in LinkedIn. If you get yourself a third-party vendor that allows you to schedule those posts, then you put it in there once and then boom, it plasters it on all of the channels. That saves you tons of time. And then you can free up your business to go make some real money. Okay. Right. All right. Then, yay. So then the next thing you want to do is, okay, you've created them or curated them. You've scheduled them. Then what? This is where Megan is the master. This is where you go in and you engage with your community, okay? So it's good to post, but then you got to make sure that you continue that relationship, right? So here's some advice. Engage with 5 people each day on every platform to grow your audience, okay? Let me repeat that. 5 people each day, engage with them, just like we did yesterday in our exercise, right? With Matt, do the same thing with 5 different people every single day. Grow that audience. Keep an eye out for time-sensitive posts that you can share right away. Because see, what I've shown you is you can go ahead and create yourself a schedule, but you still have rooms for spontaneity. So you're welcome to add to it. It's just that if you have the steady Freddy stuff that is scheduled, then you can play and add more stuff if you find something really engaging or entertaining or educational that's of the moment. And then if people are asking you questions, by all means, respond to those questions. Like the posts of others, comment daily. Because remember, I think it's Kathy Kidd who said this, on social media, the job is to be social, right? So be as social as possible and respond to customer reviews. Now, I say customer reviews because a lot of the people that I work with are in the auto repair industry. And when you're looking for a restaurant, when you're looking for a mechanic, when you're looking for a dentist, what do? You're going for the review sites, right? Google reviews, Yelp, whatever. And what I'm a huge advocate of is respond to the good ones, respond to the bad ones. Even doctors get reviews, accountants get reviews, coaches get reviews. Make sure that you respond to everything, because even when you get a bad review, you can turn that frown upside down by responding in a very professional way, owning it when you did something wrong, and saying that you're going to make things better. And that, my friends, will allow more people to find you and see how authentic and real you are. And they're going to be like, okay, she's human, he's human, but they do right by their customers. And that is what makes the difference between you and everybody else. You following me? And then before you run out of posts, see, I told you to create a batch of posts. Make sure that you create another batch of posts before you run out, because are people going to take you seriously if you're not consistent? Right? So there are a lot of clients that will call me to do their work for them, because here's what happened. I taught them what to do, which is cool. And then they did it for about 3 weeks. And then they fell off, right? The issue here is you got to be consistent. You have to be completely consistent. So make sure that you batch out those scheduled posts and you do it before they run out, okay? So I have homework for you, my darlings, okay? All right. There's going to be 4 steps in this, and then I got a bonus, okay? So step 1, get into your Word document, your Google document. You can do this in a spreadsheet. I don't care what media you use, but I want you to schedule out at least 1 month of engaging, entertaining, educational posts, and send them to your website, okay? All right. Step 2, follow it with the 3 E's. Yes, that's, sorry, it was about the same, wasn't it? And then, okay, if you really want to be good, do it for 3 months. So a minimum of 1 month. But if you really want to be good, and if you're advanced, if you're in GLP, I'm going to ask you how many months you got. So let's do a minimum for GLP people, 3 months, right? And then make sure that you manage and engage with people on a daily basis. So the 5th bonus thing, here's what I want you to do, okay? We've got our Power Your Profits Facebook group, and you also have your own personal channel, okay? I want you to find an engaging or educational or entertaining post about something that it is that you do in your industry. So here's an example. If I am doing a post for an auto repair shop that specializes in German cars, I am going to look up German type of cars to talk about, right? And one of my favorite things lately is Mercedes commercials are talking about the history of Mercedes. And so Bertha Benz was the wife of Carl Benz, who invented the automobile. And she, unbeknownst to him, took the car and wanted to go out and play with it. She was the first driver in the history, a woman, right? So I love showing this historic Mercedes-Benz commercial about the wonderful nature about how Bertha Benz paved the way for the whole automobile industry, right? And as a woman, I love that. There's like so many messages within that. What is it that you can share in what you do? Ollie has an autistic son, right? So she's got a lot of things that she can do and share that's entertaining, something maybe funny that's happening, something that's serious, maybe about the things that are the dietary needs of kids. Like there's so much that she can bring to the table because she's a physician, right? And then like Trina, of course, she's got this wonderful military background FBI. Like, the woman is amazing, and she can really talk about cybersecurity. What can we talk about that is going to be entertaining or educational or engaging in your world? So think about that and share it in the Power Your Profits, and share it on your own personal channels, because it's time for the world to know what it is that you do. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. I am here to serve. I am not here to charge you for my advice. I'm here to help you out. So I'm dead serious about this. If you are stuck and you don't know what you should post for your social media, you give me a call, you email, you text me, I don't care. I'm going to help you figure out what you can do to share what you do in your magic, because we need to get you beyond, I'm a coach, I'm an author, I'm a public speaker. I really need to understand, what is it that you do? Who is your target demographic? And how are you making the world a better place through your specific talents? You good? All right, everybody. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you.
Okay, so I want to hear from a couple of you. What was the value of Jen? I love, Dr. Ali said from fans to leads, right? So taking a fan and having them become a lead, a qualified lead, because fans are not buyers until we have them do something. So I want to hear from a couple of you. What was the value of Jen giving her pearls of wisdom?
Thank you, Jen. I love you so very much. The value that I got out of this is taking all the mystery out of the marketing aspect of the business side, because that's my weakest. It's one of the weaker muscles. I have a couple that I've been able to identify since working with Susie. However, that one specifically is one of my weakest, and that was very scary for me, because that's the muscle that gets the money. And it's just like, oh my, this cannot be the weak muscle that I'm working with. And I've made all these major, power moves. And so you took a lot of the mystery out of it. The whole jab, right hook thing made everything that Susie's been trying to get me to understand. It spoke in a language that I spoke for whatever reason. I'm not a boxer either, but originally I wrote the guy's name down and I wrote the book. And then when you were talking, I was like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. She did the research. I just need to do what she says. I don't have to go get this book and try to figure that out, because that's a huge deal for me too, being overcommitted and trying to learn all the things that are not my expertise, and then my thing, my superpower is that I'm a servant. I serve, I point to the light in everybody's darkness, and so trying to figure out how to talk about that, in a marketing language to people who, it's like, because life essentials. You got dark, I got light. I am light, I bring light, I show you light. But I didn't know how to say that quick, that way. So just seeing your little breakdown of, and I don't want to do 3 months of posts, but okay, I got you. When you put the little breakdown, week 1, this, engage, week 1, this, entertain, week 1, this, educate. It's like, okay, I can do that even in my area. And so it just really, you freed me out, Jen. And I've talked to Jennifer, so she know how confused I get. And most of y'all who know me know how confused I get and how easy it is, because I'm only good when people sitting in front of me in the dark. That's when I'm good. I'm real good when you're in the dark, because I got light for you. But how to tell you that if you don't know, I didn't know. But this saved my life. So thank you so much. Thank you.
I love it. Yay. Dr. Catherine, let's hear.
Hello.
Hi.
It's good to be here. It's just good to be here.
Good to have you here.
Yes. Well, there's 17 weeks left in the year. Why do I know that? Because this morning, what I've been doing is creating a little chart for my social media posts. And what I'm grateful for is that Jennifer just stopped me from putting a ball and chain around my legs.
Yes.
That's what I was doing. And so putting this simple system to it and spreading it out. And I have been serving nonstop since May, over serve, and I haven't figured out how to stop that yet. So this is helping me to do that. So I'm grateful.
Well, we don't want to stop over serving. We just want to get paid for all that over serving, girl. That's what we want. That's what we want.
The social media. So I do a 5:40 a.m. live every morning, Monday through Friday. And I've done it since we got that challenge from, what's her name? Social media person. I forget her name. Anyway, we got a challenge in May. I've been doing it since May 1. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm grateful for this bit of clarity.
Yes. Yay. Good job.
Yes.
Miss Yvonne.
Thanks so much, Jen. Appreciate your presentation. It was really good. Excellent slides. You just like took a weight off of me because I am by nature a writer. I'm a coach, but I'm a writer by nature, right? And so I have my posts turn into like an entire book, like in a matter of minutes. And just you know, I've seen a lot of other people like you know, give like here's your social media calendar, but they still seem very overwhelming. It was quick, easy, simple. I can do that in a couple of hours on a Sunday. And that was just like, whew, because I am the, you know, post, and then ghost. So I'm in a ghost stage right here because other things are going on in life. And, you know, it just kind of went to the wayside. Now I've got to pop back in and go, you know, do the apologies. So that is doable. I can handle that, you know, and put that in the thing. And the one other thing, I'm going to be quick about this, that you said that, I think Susie said it, I don't know who said it, is that it just needs to be a nugget. And I was like, click, okay, not a book, a nugget. I got it. That's probably 2 to 3 of my sentences. So
yes.
Yes.
Look, you can have your year done with all the other stuff you were doing. You'll be like, I did the year.
Just cut that one post down, like, you know.
Yes. And one more, Melanie.
Unmuted. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone.
Beautiful.
Hello. So happy to be here today. I loved this. Always law of attraction. I actually have a social media meeting scheduled tonight with my daughter and a friend to take over some of my social media because I have 4 businesses and we just got a TV spot. So I have all these new followers and I didn't know what to do with them. And I felt completely overwhelmed, like, oh no, now I have to engage and I have to post. But Jen just gave me everything I need for my meeting tonight. I love the 3 E's. It makes it so simple that I can sit with my team and say, all right, let's do the 3 E's for all 4 businesses and get it done. So I'm so excited about that because social media can pull you in a million different directions because your feelings get all in it. So I love that. The other piece, I've known this, but the other thing that used to hold me back was the real time. Like, what if I need to talk about what's going on right now? So what are they canned? Is it fake? Is it not real? So I love that she said, like, you can add to it. Duh, no brainer. I don't know why I didn't figure that out, right? And I also love the scheduling part of it. Since all of this happened, I have literally been on social media almost all day, every day, engaging these people and trying to figure out what to post. So scheduling it is going to get my life back. I'm so excited about that. Also, and just a nugget, because I'm a love coach and I'm a server and I love to share. And so I'm the same. I want to write a whole book and do a million things. No, I don't need to do that. I'm just giving nuggets. So this was amazing. I'm so glad I came on today. I missed yesterday because I was actually doing Susie work yesterday. I scheduled to work on my boot camp. And so I stuck with it all day. And then today I was like, I got to go on and see what they're doing. So, so I'm grateful that I came on today because I got everything I need. Thank you guys so much. I love you.
Homework. So I'm so proud of you.
All day, 8 hours.
All day. That
day.
is awesome. So I just want to clarify one thing Jen said is she said, you know, what Susie did for me, I'm not doing it for you. Mm-hmm. Jen, Melanie, Dr. Delise, Esther, right? My GLP students, Nicole, right? They're doing the work. I'm guiding you, you know, and again, I said, everything you need is in this tribe. I promise you. right? Everything you need is in this tribe. And so we have a 3-day business summit. So if you love this, we have more to come this week. This is not over. But if you love this, you're going to love, love, love our crazy big money business summit. Our GLP students are teaching. So nuggets from Jen, nuggets from Dr. Allie, nuggets from Megan, like deliciousness, right? Deliciousness. So I'm going to invite you to come to the 3-day business summit. You're going to get a step-by-step plan. I love roadmaps. How many of you, like when you were a kid, like Cosmo was your go-to magazine because it had all the quizzes in them and you could see like what love language am I and what kind of style am I, right? So I love assessments. So I love giving assessments so that you can see where you're at and where that roadmap is. So we'll give you a roadmap to build your seven-figure business because I want you in the 1% club. 1% club. 1% club, put that in the chat. I want to be in the 1% club because if you don't get your mindset changed to get into the 1% club, you'll never be the 1% club. I need that conversation. We're going to look at marketing tricks and video tricks to draw people in, to really engage people. And look at how good are you willing to have it, because our net worth will only grow as far as our self-worth. Our net worth will only grow as far as our self-worth. You'll turbocharge your biggest asset, you. There's so much content in that 3 days. It was amazing. Yes, the guys that did it last time in September, we're in September. Look, I don't know where we are right now, Brisa. It's September. We did it in June. We did it in live February, pivoted, shifted. We had more results in June than we did at our live event. So I want to be testimony that COVID is here, but people are starving for community, starving for connection, starving for what Jen has, starving for what I have, starving for what Dr. Delise has, right? Starving for what Melanie has, starving for what Brisa has, starving, Danielle, to hear your story of how you became such a top athlete in the world, right? So, Sam and Megan put the link in. For 3 days, it's only $197. For 3 days, it's only $197. You get a comprehensive workbook. You could do a VIP. I'll talk about that later in the week, but right now I'm just talking about general admission. The date is September 25th through the 27th. We start at 9 a.m. We go to 3 p.m. and we've got breaks. It's amazing because you're in the comfort of your own home. Your business on the top, pajamas on the bottom. Me too. I got to wear my slippers last time. I got my sparkly slippers. Of course, they're sparkly. You know me. I got my sparkly slippers. I have to wear shoes, high heels. But I'll show you them if you want them. So I want to invite you to come to the Big Money Business Summit. It won't be the same without you. This is your tribe. This is your home. This is your community. And here's what you want to do. So in our Power Your Profits group, find the people in our community. Go ask Dr. Allie, what did she get? Go ask Zena what she got. Go ask Dr. Delise, Nicole, right? Because you hear it from them. We're going to have amazing, amazing results for yourself.